Like one thing I've noticed with the Ukrainian girls that come to our dining events and stuff is it seems to me like, and hopefully I'm not stepping out of bounds here, but it seems to me like there's like a big group of girls, but there's never very many guys around in their group. Is that standard for Ukrainian girls, or like why does that seem to be the case?
So what we
And let
do,
me just add one part before you answer. If there are guys around, they're usually Ukrainian guys. They're usually not like Western guys. They're like usually Ukrainian guys.
so we just like to be with each other all the time. We go to the washroom together. We are very
Guys and girls?
no, we just
girls and
like the girls. We are very close to each
Yeah.
other. But what I also noticed once we've been at the party, and I had two guys with me, and one guy, he's from Mexico. He liked really one Ukrainian girl. I don't know these girls, but they were, like you said, they were in a circle. And he was shy to come and say, hi, do you want to dance with me? Because they were in the circle. But for us, it's normally like we're not going to come somewhere like all together and dance separately, randomly in different places just because guys are shy to come and say, hello, I like you, let's dance or whatever. So it's about, I think Ukrainian guys, they are like more easygoing. They can come and talk to you. They can say, "Hi, you're cute. Let's go. Let's talk. I want to know you more. And I want to like talk to you." But foreign guys, they are shy. They are
You,
shy.
you agree, Em?
I agree
Because
entirely.
when you said that you like guys to come up and say hi or whatever, my experience with Ukrainian girls is you have to be more standoffish with them. My experience with the Ukrainian girls is if you are the guy that goes up and says hi, it's almost a negative in a lot of ways. Like, am I out of place on saying that, or do you
So
disagree, or what?
what the Ukrainian girls, they are made from attitude. If man can handle that attitude, then you're good. If there is only first no or like this, mean attitude will tell you okay, whatever. Then it's like whatever.
So, do you consider yourself Ukraine at all, or like
I'm
are
Serbian. Like, we're allies with Russia, if anything.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm friends with everybody at the end of the day, but Serbian.
yeah? So like, I know that's Eastern European.
Yeah.
How do you guys view each other? Like, are you like all Eastern European, or is like Ukrainian and Moldovan and Serbian, are those very distinct countries in your mind, or do you just view yourselves as Eastern
I don't know about
European?
Ukrainian, but I know like Serbia, Croatia, and like the other border countries. We're Balkan. So we just go by Balkan.
Okay. And you were saying that guys are shy. They don't come up to you?
I think it's,
Which
they
I-
do, but it's more insecure. Like when it comes to being in a group, like if you're in a group with all your girlfriends, I think it's more an insecurity. Like they're almost scared to come up to you because they're scared of rejection or.
So tell me what would be the perfect approach of a guy coming up to you then?
There isn't. If I'm interested in you, you could do the worst approach and I'll think it's funny and cute and I'll talk back to you. But if I'm not interested, you could be the nicest stand-up man and I will politely decline.
Yeah. So think back to your last boyfriend that
But I
picked you
think-
up in public. How did that go? Tell us about that experience.
Like the first date type of experience.
Well, has anyone ever picked you up successfully in public, like out in a public place, at a bar or
in
anything?
public?
Yeah. Or how do your relationships start? Do they usually start on Instagram or Tinder?
Yeah,
or-
he like slid into my DMs. Like the quote was, I don't even remember what it was, something about polar bears and ice, and it was weird. It stood
Creative.
out, so I was like, you know
Okay.
what, that's kind of funny. I'll answer him back. We got to talking. We went on our first date. He was like open, close the car doors, had good etiquette, knew how to act, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, you
That
were
works.
saying that's
Oh,
There is a best approach.
okay. So tell me about that.
Because if you're interested or not, it's furthermore. First, you need to do first step, and then I'll see if I'm interested or not. Just from your appearance, I can decide if I'm interested in you or not. So the best approach is to be honest. We girls, we feel
Yes.
that so much. You can just come and say, you know what? There are many girls. I was shy to come to you to talk to you, but I just really want to talk to you. So if you don't like me, if you don't interest me, like that's fine. But if we can talk, just let's talk. So the best way is just whatever you think, whatever is your intention, is just be honest, and we would feel that, and that would like buy us.
So Val, be honest. She said she can't really tell if she's interested in a guy right away. Is that, did I interpret that right? How long does it take? I know you're married and everything, but you still have a girl brain.
I feel like you can. Appearance plays a factor. Like I feel like it does. It really does help, of course. But no. But if your personality is just off-putting, and if you're obviously like narcissistic and just display those tendencies, that kind of, it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, it helps, of course, if you have a good appearance. I mean, you like being liked by an attractive guy.
So how big is the appearance?
Huh?
Like 50%, 60%, 100%?
I think that's different for every girl, and whatever counts as good appearance is very subjective. People have types. People, sometimes there's girls who like beer bellies. Like there's girls who love abs. There's girls who have a thing like for bald men. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it just goes on and on and on. And I think overall, I feel like when a guy is approaching a girl, it's very important to show interest. A lot of guys think, oh, I need to go up to her and tell her how much money I'm making and what I'm doing with my life and all the business and everything, which is great. I mean, good for you. You're successful. But a girl wants to feel seen. A girl wants to feel heard, and a girl wants to feel safe. And that comes with you making space for her to actually talk about herself. And she feels like, oh, wow, this guy actually does show interest in me. That's great combination to that. And of course, if you look good, that's a great bonus. But that said, looking good is subjective, and I feel girls are very open. They just want to feel seen and heard. And of course, I can't speak for all the girls, but a lot. And I hear this a lot, even with my friends that talk in their dating, is that a lot of girls go to therapy. They working on themselves. They want a guy who also was working on themselves. So, and it feels very discouraging when you're dating someone and you feel like you want to be your best self, you want to have the personal development, but that person is not supporting that, or they don't even understand because they're not even there yet. And I think it goes for both sides sometimes, but I feel like a lot of girls talk about that. I know I've said a lot there, so
well, I think the main takeaways are you like a hot man. No, you want to feel seen, heard, and feel safe. Right?
I hope that's not the main takeaway. It helps, but
so Ashley, do you agree? You want to feel seen, heard, and what's the difference between being seen and being heard?
From whose side? From man's
From the
side?
girls' side.
I feel seen. I mean, metaphorically, I feel like they mean almost the same things, just different ways of saying it.
They understand you.
Okay.
They understand you. They want to understand you. You're not just some. There's a difference when a guy looks at you like a piece of meat that they want to just like have a one night stand and then bye bye. And then there's another. It's just like when they're actually showing interest. And with time, they think girls can't tell, but girls can tell.
You can sniff it from a mile away at this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that's a huge problem with our culture today, is that because of social media and everything as well, men actually coming up to you and having a normal conversation with you, expressing interest, is not happening that much anymore. We're losing the ability to just talk to people in person. And then we're all on these dating apps. And the dating apps are horrible. Yet we're all complaining about it, yet we can't seem to find the actual people that also feel that way. And it's just this really bad cycle of going out and, if they do have the liquid courage.
No, she's fine. She'll quit.
If they do have the liquid courage, then, great if you can meet someone that way. But people like myself, I'm trying to not be in those scenes. So for people that are no longer even wanting to go out to bars anymore, and they're focusing on themselves and their career and bettering themselves, are having such a hard time finding people, because it seems like the only time you can ever actually meet someone that's going to express interest to you is if they're drunk at a bar. Yeah, most of the time their intentions are nothing more than
Yeah.
one night.
Well, let me give you my take on that, and then I'd like both of you to comment on it because it seems like Em has some strong opinions on guys at bars. The first comment I'd have to make is like it's not easy to go up to a girl in public. Like I did a challenge.
I do it all the time.
Me
I'm
too.
tired of it.
You actually do go up to guys in public?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I see something that I like, I'm gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I can take rejection. I can.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
totally fine
Me
with
too.
it. But I'm not going to miss an opportunity that. Could be
And
something.
it's not about, oh my God, I hope he's gonna talk to me. It's just in general. I talk without any intentions. Like, okay, I hope we're gonna marry in 1 year and have 5 children. It's not like that. Like, I just like for example, energy of the person. I like the appearance. I just gonna come and talk, but it doesn't mean that I have scary thoughts or otherwise I have something in my mind that I know all the girls they like when it's first date and they already think they're gonna marry. But I think nowadays girls are more brave because men are starting to be more shy just because of that. They like, okay, fine, I'm gonna do that if you're shy. Okay. So that's what happened. But actually, honestly, to say, we don't like that. we like, man, take this step, and then we feel like, yes, it works, everything right. But when we do that, we can do that, but that's not what we want. Exactly.
So, like from a male's perspective, it's hard to make a good approach on a woman.
Something that is not natural. That is not
So
good. It's
let's
something
talk.
that is like,
Let's talk about.
I will support you. Girls don't hate me. I think, and I've seen this because I did a little bit of research before coming in today, and I talked to a lot of my guy friends and who are dating as well, and they say it's really like, and again, maybe like I don't know if I fully agree with this, but that's kind of their side, is that guys are scared to be perceived as a simp because if they're like too nice, they're like, yeah, it's like they will be perceived as that, or like, oh, but he's so nice, and then he like that gives the ick or something. And guys get so, like you were saying, guys probably.
It's more like she's not ready for something serious and you shouldn't pursue her in the first place. Because I mean, if she's trying to be genuine and nice and she's getting the ick, then she's not ready for what you have
like
to offer.
girls
Yeah.
should probably like figure out what she
Same thing
wants.
goes for girls though, because
Yeah.
girls are too, you know, they're genuine and they want love and they're instantly pursuing and like focused, tunnel vision on one person. Guys can also get the ick by that and be like,
Yeah,
whoa, you're
that's
moving
true.
too
yep,
fast.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep.
It goes both ways.
So why do you think it is in the culture that everybody doesn't want to be a simp? Like it's obviously talked about by both sexes quite a bit. Why do you think that is?
I feel like, you know, and this coming from like a lot of guys that I talk to, they're like, oh yeah, the toxic love that they show in movies, that's the way to go. That's girls are like love that shit. They love that. But I'm like, do they really? I mean, it could look good, like it's like a guilty pleasure TV type of thing, but in real life, but then we internalize what they show in pop culture, thinking like, even if you think to movies like, I don't know if you watch this, like Gossip Girl, Chuck and Blair. What else? Like that couple
Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries, Elena and Damon.
Yeah.
Less of the toxicity between them, though. I find it's more just the connection they have. Regardless, they always get back to each other. Like the toxic is the main storyline.
But the way he acts with her and like all that stuff just kind of gets under the like, and guys start thinking, okay, and girls start internalizing like this is what I should keep looking for, this passion. But I think as someone who's been married for a long time, passion is important and
Very.
like loving
Oh
each
my
other,
God.
being attracted to each other. But it's inevitable that no matter how perfect you are for each other, like that passion does get a bit replaced by safety, stability, and security. Like it's inevitable. You're not gonna have the same passion you had for when you just met each other.
I don't agree about that.
I mean, like,
I don't want. I don't
Like
want.
you, I
people,
don't
that's
agree
okay
either.
because like
I don't want people to think that there could be ever. I don't
doesn't
know.
mean there's no passion.
Doesn't matter how long you are together. I don't want people to think that one day, passion gonna be replaced with something else.
Not fully.
Well, actually, I agree with you.
Not
then.
fully.
Yeah.
Because like I think even from neuroscience perspective, why passion happens and the hormones is because you are getting so attached to that person and that your chemical getting attracted to each other. That's part of the game because like trying to get.
Okay, but
Yeah, but you go ahead.
people, as you said at the beginning, they grow together, right?
Yeah.
If you grow together, if you trying to be bad version of yourself,
Yeah.
you always will have patience, and you always will have something like that fire between each other. If you the same person as you met like 10 years ago, and then in like 30, 40, 50 years you are the same person, yes, this patient is going to be replaced. But if both of you have their goals, they're like trying to have this life and live it completely, this patient never goes away, and I hope it will never be replaced in any couple, in any head, in any case. Because if man is trying to be a good version of man and woman is trying to be a best version of woman, there will be always fire between them, always something that. And
So how long has your longest relationship been? Is that your opinion, or have you been in like long-term relationships where that's
I've
happened?
been in a relationship, like we met when we were 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Then we broke up and then back together and then broke up and back together. And the point was that we were growing up together. And then we were trying to understand a grown-up version of ourselves is going to still love each other, is going to still be good for each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying that there will always be a patient if and she and he is trying to be best version of themselves, because I experienced that.
Okay, I'm gonna circle back because I really disagree with before we got off when you said you could tell if somebody's like too smooth and everything. The numbers don't support that. So like I want to dive into that a little bit because girls always say that. They're like, "Oh, I can totally tell if a guy's too smooth." And it's kind of like you know how analytical guys are. Like we had spreadsheets and the numbers just don't support it. I would believe you. And it's like the more approaches somebody did, the more kind of, if you want to call it scripted, I guess it's kind of a scripted thing. It's kind of like stand-up comedy, but it's like just every girl that I talk to, they say, "Oh, if you like approach a lot of females and you come up and you know exactly what to do and everything, I would know right away and we would totally be able to figure it out." And it's kind of like, no, the numbers just don't support that. So I wonder like why that is, because I don't think I've ever talked to a girl that didn't have that opinion. Like every girl that I talk to that I'm like, cold approaching girls in the street is hard and it takes practice. Every single girl is like, "No, it doesn't take practice. I totally could tell if you've done it a whole bunch of times." And then you take like 10 guys out to the street and you do it. And no matter the guy, their first 100 are just going to be like, "Get away from me," like totally creeped out. And the guys that have done it a lot, almost every single approach goes very, very smoothly.
The reason is because guys, they feel more confident in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
More times they are doing that. More times they're like, whatever. I know what's gonna be. I know what to do in this case and that case. If she's gonna say this or act like that, I know what to do. More times guy approach the girl, more confident and easygoing they are, and we feel that. Because more you're like shy and you don't know what do you want, or you don't know how to act, how to behave, we don't want that kind of man. But more you are confident in yourself, more you are confident about the situation, and you know what do you want. And
See, that's been my experience. Do you guys agree with what she said or disagree?
I agree.
Okay, so we must be talking past each other.
Confidence that you can,
yeah,
you know, like
Gain.
you have confidence. You're like, okay, you know what you're doing.
It's not like the motive.
Yep.
Like confidence, but like the
Yeah.
motive. Like you can see if they're like a little bit shy and they want to do like right by you, or if they've done this a billion times, they know what they want. They want you for a night and they want to move on, and you can see that.
And there's also a
They act like
difference, but there's a difference between confidence and arrogance.
and you
We're
don't
put
have-
off by arrogance.
A very subtle one, it seems, though. Do you think?
Arrogance, you're putting yourself up and putting other people down and like saying, "Oh, you probably don't know this," but confidence is when you know you're good and you know you're good, but you're also encouraging other people and you're like, you're awesome and
Yeah.
like you're on that same level. You don't feel like they're trying to like squish you, you know?
So, how did you meet your husband, Val?
we were set up actually. It was funny enough because it wasn't intentionally like set up as a date. It was set up just because I went to my home country, Moldova, and that's where I met him. And my grandma was concerned that I have no one to talk to because I came, like for real. And then she knows of a friend who's visiting from Moscow, which is where he was living. She's like, oh yeah, her son's coming, and she's coming. And I was kind of brushed it off because I didn't feel like I wanted to. And same with him. I found out
That's
Snowy.
the very, very often case where always serious relationship starts when they both have no clue that they're gonna be.
Yeah, we didn't want to
sticking
see each other. We were like, his mom was making him do this. It's just like, oh, just try. This is a favor for my friend. And I was like, why are you doing this to me? I don't want to. I have a jet lag. Like, and she's making me go out with this person, like as like friends. And then we started talking, and there was low pressure. That's the thing. Like, no one was trying to impress the other. It evolved naturally as a friendship, and then it grew into something more.
So did you know right away that you wanted to date this guy, or did it
No.
take weeks, or how did that go?
No, I was attracted to him, but I didn't know I want to date him because that's different. Again, we were just getting to know each other. And then eventually as time progressed and I got to know him. And again, I was saying like he was showing like interest in me as a person that was making I felt like I could be myself around him,
Sure.
which is like a thing I'm very grateful for. And he felt safe with me too. He felt very calm. And that's kind of, I feel like it evolved pretty gradually. But once we knew. It wasn't like an on and off thing.
So Ashley, you had a breakup recently. Are you cool talking about it, or is it still too fresh?
I just want to be as respectful as possible.
You bet.
But yeah, I can talk.
Trash him. I'm just kidding.
So what happened? Like what was the straw that broke the camel's back, or?
So that I'm not going to fully get into, but in the most discreet way I can explain it, we both, I think, well, I didn't know this until after. He knew it, and that's what started this, is we both needed to really grow on our own. There were a lot of things I feel like we were both just not being honest about because we wanted to make it work. But it just, like, I feel like in this generation, when you meet someone and you think it's the right thing, you want to hold on for dear life because it is so scary getting back out there and dating right now. It's not, it's not fun.
Was it scary for you? Like, did that play into your decision to break up?
I'm still not dating because I'm not ready for that kind of disappointment. And I just want to, I feel like a lot of people, and including myself up until now, would mask that pain by just jumping into something else instead of being like, what is the lesson here? What can I learn? And, you don't have a lot of time in your life to actually be single, hopefully. So I'm just really taking this time to learn more about myself and be okay with myself, because I don't feel like a lot of people at the end of the day are truly okay alone. And that's why this toxic dating cycle of just getting into another relationship or a situationship and it never ending, people aren't really okay with themselves anymore. So I think we both just realized that we needed to learn how to be okay on our own instead of being so codependent.
What was the last, something happened that you're okay, now we're gonna be by our own? What was that?
I think we just had to have some open communication about things that I needed and some things that he just wasn't able to provide.
So you initiated open communication?
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that we were really working on, and sometimes it's just not right. Like, it might not be right timing, it might not be right person. We don't really know. It was probably the hardest decision we've both ever had.
How long have you been together?
We were friends we were seeing each other, talking back and forth, because I lived in Kelowna and he lived in Edmonton, for about 2 years. We were flying back and forth, seeing each other and talking every day.
That's a long distance.
Yeah, we actually met here in Calgary, and we talked every day since, and then I moved.
So they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Do you believe it?
In this case, it's hard. I feel like when you go through a breakup, you're obviously going to miss that person and wonder what they're doing all the time. But I think the best thing you can do is try to go no contact. I can't say that I've been the best at it, but it's the healthiest way to go about it, because I feel like if you're actually no contact, you give each other the space to heal. It's really hard to heal when you stay in contact. And I've never been able to really do that before. I've always let it linger until eventually I find someone else to fill that hole in my heart.
Is that why you moved to Calgary from Edmonton, to like do clean break kind of thing?
Yeah. I knew that I need to have a clean break and
Wow.
find
Just
myself.
because of that, you moved to Calgary?
Yes. Well, I moved to Edmonton for him, so I didn't want to stay.
do
Oh,
that,
so
I
you just
find.
moved back.
Yeah.
I know I was Kelowna, Edmonton, and now I'm living in Calgary. So I completely switched it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one for you now. You've been quiet for way too long.
Biting my tongue.
It seems like every time I ask a girl, what's your type? They always say like this. Usually a lot of times it's very standard. And then I ask them like to tell me about their last boyfriend, and it's like never the same, not even close. Why do you think that is? And why don't you tell us your type, and then is that actually who you date or not?
My type is more just guys with dark features, a little bit tan, like European, like just dark features in general. But when it comes to dating and something serious, I don't really care how you look. I mean, you do have to hold yourself to a certain level and like, match my vibe in that aspect.
Yeah.
But when it comes to dating, it's more who you are, how you're going to treat me. Are you going to be able to provide for me? Are you going to be able to like take care of me?
So
just
let's
things like that.
let's get into that, because that does seem to be an Eastern European thing, the taken care of kind of thing, which I actually think is a good thing to want in a guy. I sometimes think that guys are too much like, oh, I'm not a supporter, and it's kind of like, well, we evolved in a way that guys are like kind of evolved to like enjoy taking care of a girl, and I feel like girls kind of evolved in a way to feel good about being taken care of. So when you say like a guy needs to take care of you, you didn't say it in that harsh of terms, but what do you mean by that? Like, do you mean like financially? Like, in your ideal relationship, would you have like an allowance or something, or would it more be?
Absolutely not. It's more so, can you be there for me emotionally, physically?
Oh, okay, so it's
cetera,
not a financial thing, or is it also a financial
I mean, when
thing?
it comes to dates and dinner, I mean, it's the man's job, and that's just etiquette. But it has nothing to do with finances. If you're under me, or actually, scratch that. I'm more like, if I'm dating a guy, we either have to be at the same level or they have to be above me, just because I feel like that's the only way it can work. Because I feel if a guy's below me, then it's more competition and it's less dating, and then it just turns toxic.
So explain what that means then, above you or below you. Like, are you talking
Like lower in life, whether it's experiences, financially, just mindset in general.
Okay. And does money play a part at all in the above below? Like, does it, like, let's say he's above you in like every way, but what would be like a sport that didn't pay very well? Like, he was like a professional badminton player, but he made like 50K and you made like 150, but he was like at the top of the league.
It depends. When we're first starting to date, financially, like nothing matters. But the goals I have for myself, I want to be financially free. Like I want the whole shebang. And if I can provide that for myself, I need to be with a man who will also be able to work with me to achieve that lifestyle.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what you want. Is that who you date typically? Like, do your past boyfriends like embody that?
To an extent, yeah. We're always around the same level. Like we both want to achieve above and beyond, regardless of what industry it is.
So what would you rather have? A 6 foot tall guy that was like super handsome, but made like 40K a year, or like a 5'5" guy that was like also super handsome, but made like $1 million a year?
At the end of the day, it depends
She's
on
like,
personality.
neither.
Like if we're going to go on dates and just end it like that, then obviously the taller guy. But at the end of the day, how are you going to treat me? Are you going to be there for me? Are you going to manipulate me? Or are you going to actually be real and be there?
Okay, cool. All right. Okay,
And I feel like in the beginning of the relationship, I would not be, I was like, you can't, I was feeling much more, because we were not as bonded yet. I mean, we had that physical connection, but emotionally we were not as bonded. So if I saw that he was just like not even stared, but like just like looked at another woman. And I'm like, what did you do? Like, what is this? And I just gave him crap for it. Or maybe the other way around, if I like,
That's embarrassing.
um,
I wouldn't crack. I would just leave.
No, right?
I would just like enjoy.
and
Yeah,
like,
you can have her.
Yeah.
but
that's it.
that said, we were still like developing that connection, and we were like, we loved each other. It was obvious. It was just kind of trying to, and I will always say, like, in long-term relationships, there's this honeymoon phase, and then there's the rocky phase where every little thing that the other person does is just annoying. And like I was to him, but then when most relationships are sometimes don't make it, like relationships like break up, don't make it past that, but then you learn to love each other. I heard this quote somewhere that's just like, you like each other for your qualities, but you love each other despite the flaws, or something like that. So I think that's really beautiful. And yeah, I feel like now we're at a point where we know we're together. We're forever. Like, so I can't say and look at another girl like she's attractive. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So, and then that's
But at the
good.
beginning
guess
of
it
a
depends
relationship,
on-
you wouldn't even talk about it.
No.
The girls over
No, you're
it's
not.
not even the point.
At the beginning of a relationship,
It's
you
not
need to
about-
only think about
exactly,
me.
You're just like the
guys,
whole.
you're
You just see each other and that's it. So it's not even the point at the beginning of a relationship. Then later on, when you for a long time together, and you already know that you love each other, you already know that you stick to each other, then you can say it. This phrase.
Yeah.
Only
Plus,
then.
there's always a way to go to, like, you don't want to go too far and like cross that like.
So
boundary.
I want to ask you, because it seems like you and you've been together with your husband for 6
we
years.
know each other for 9 years.
9 years.
And went together for married for 6.
Married for 6.
Yeah.
So when you're walking down the mall and you see a hot girl
Mm-hmm.
and he notices her, or he sees a hot girl, do you find that like ignites like more passion in your relationship, or do you feel like more jealous?
I wouldn't say, it depends on my mood.
True.
If I feel like really insecure that day, and like, because sometimes there's good and bad days for everybody, right? If I feel insecure that day, I'm like, and he would know better than to even say that, or even
Yeah.
to mention, I'm like, we're not talking about that right now. And like, no, we're not even, no. Like, I wouldn't say it ignites passion. Like, it's not a turn on for me when he's like, oh, this girl, like, that's just kind of like a fact, just kind of as something you talk about. But what does keep the passion alive, I guess, if you can call it that, is we can talk about anything. We have a very similar sense of humor. We can laugh about things, and
I think
Yeah.
what adds passion is when everybody likes your man, but he's keeping himself.
that is attractive. Yes,
That's very.
I find when a
that's
girl
very
hits on my
attractive.
guy, I'm like,
Yeah, that's adds passion.
That's what I was trying to go for.
Yeah, okay.
That's-
You just said it better.
That's adds so much passion
Goes
when
both
he's
ways.
so good and everyone is like that to him and like that, and he's nice to them, but he's like showing that he has.
yeah, and I'm like,
his-
this is my man.
Exactly.
That's the hardest thing a
sh-
man could do,
that
like-
gi- from both sides. That gives
Yes.
so much patience
Yes.
to your relationship, so much.
Yeah,
And even it makes you feel so good, so like special, and that's why you feel like, oh my god, I want that man, and that feels you to have more patience in your relationship.
Do you guys
I
think the same
agree.
thing, Ashley? Yeah.
No, I agree with her entirely. Like, it's very attractive
Yeah.
because it builds stability. Like, I know you're not gonna go out of your way on a night out and like talk to a bunch of bitches. Like, you're just gonna, you know,
Already
you know
getting
how to push
hostile.
them away. You know how to say no, and that means you're confident. Like it,
Yeah.
you know.
What about you, Ashley?
I mean, if you're gonna date someone that's a conventionally attractive person, you can't help who goes up to them. It's just how they handle it is all that matters. And you have to be secure with yourself if you're gonna date someone that's conventionally attractive, because that's inevitable. And again, it's not their fault. And I've been on, the side of the spectrum where I've dated someone that's extremely attractive, and I know that people are gonna. We'd go to the gym together. I could see girls looking at him, and it's like, yeah, that's mine. You can't have it, and that's totally fine as long as they're not indulging in it or.
Do you like it though when that happens? When your man's at the gym and he's working out and all the girls are like checking him out? Do you like that, or are you kind of like annoyed by it?
No, because I'm coming from a person that's been cheated on, right? So I feel like that warps your perception of those type of things, like it's hard to, you have to be really secure with yourself. And that's something that is a constant thing that, you know, I'm working on, and I'm okay with saying that. And in those moments, I might like compare myself, but I also realize like, okay, yeah, he's conventionally attractive. Like I'm looking too. It's okay. Like it's fine. But if I could, yeah, I can't help it. And it is what it is. And
Do you
know,
think
that's-
it's one of the reasons why you've been cheated on? Because in your head, you are too strict about, okay, I don't like even that women like my man. Like, you know, for example, I am like more, okay, if you like her, you can go for it. And they like, I don't want her. But you're like, you like her? You want her? I don't want her. Look at you. Maybe because of that, you make them feel like they want to cheat on you because you don't let them this freedom of thoughts or freedom of choice or something. Like they, like even if you let me, I don't want.
yeah, I mean, I never said that I was controlling of them.
No, I mean
I
like,
don't
And
tell
it doesn't
them.
justify
you
it.
said you said that you don't like that other women look at your man and they think that he's hot, and you don't like that, right?
Well, it's something that I internally deal with, and I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. This is my issue. I never have put it on a partner and been like, she's looking at you like you need to put up more clothes on, or what are you doing?
But
I've
it's
never
your
had
vibe.
those.
It's your vibe. Like
My vibe's totally fine.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, you know, when when they're like more, like you can do whatever you want. Man, they're like, okay, I don't want that. But if they are like, no, don't look at her, don't do this, don't do that, don't do like, oh my god, I want to do that.
Okay.
See, my thing regarding that is you could be the most crazy girl ever. You could be the most nonchalant girl ever. If a man's going to cheat, he's going to cheat.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you're acting. If he's going to be a piece of shit and do that, he's going to do it regardless.
Man, I'm not sure if I agree with that. I think there's certain girls that.
Same. I've been trusting. I've been oblivious, and I've also been on top of it. Either way, like it just depends who you're with and yeah, how mature they are, I guess.
Okay, let's go lighter.
Let's go lighter.
That got a little heavier. Who would you rather date? A really, really like attractive guy, like I'm talking super hot, like David Beckham kind of looking dude, but sucked in bed, or a total average Joe looking dude that was like a killer in bed? Which one would you rather date?
The answer is obvious.
Assuming he's not killer because he sleeps around a lot, I'd go with the average
You'd
Joe.
go with the average?
Yeah.
Ashley?
It's all about personality for me.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the looks don't really matter too much.
It's been a sliding scale, you know, so it's all about
That always
personality.
surprises me about girls.
I've-
Yeah.
I've had the most attractive men hit on me, and their personalities don't align, and it's a no-go.
You have a spicy take, it sounds
I would
like.
go for killing the bed. I think how man behaves in the bed, it's so much important. I don't know. It's like very much important. I want him to be a leader. Sometimes I want him to be like, you know, that aggressive animal, but in a good way. Not like, I don't know, like what can I, for example, if you're a very hot looking man, but there's nothing to do with you in bed and you're like, that? Okay, help yourself. I'm not taking part in this. And if there's average, it's not like ugly man, like it's average
Yeah,
looking.
it's
It's already
average.
good.
Be
It's
optimistic.
If you're
Half that
killer,
full.
it's the best version of the man. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, average Joe. Average Joe. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That surprises me a little bit. Okay, so you mentioned earlier that it seems like there's this pattern where people like have this thing where they almost break up before it gets more serious. Did I interpret that right?
It's either because they're scared of commitment, which is a whole other thing, or people. It doesn't mean that people are necessarily bad. Sometimes they can be really good people, but they just don't click. Like they can't handle each other's triggers or flaws, and it's not a fault. I mean, again, it depends on the situation. Cheating, right? Like out.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm saying like, have you guys noticed that oftentimes people break up before they get more serious? Like for me, it seems like a lot of girls like break up with their serious boyfriend for like 2 months. And then if they get back together with that same guy, they get married. Have you guys
Oh.
noticed that?
Yes.
Based on personal experience, and this is just what I've seen, the friends that I've had who have done that, it's always been back to something toxic. It's never been good. I mean, I've definitely believed that there's good things that come out of it, but from what I've seen, it's just toxic.
Toxic. Ashley, you got something to say? You're holding
I
it
don't
in.
really. I've only been in long-term relationships, but it does reach a point where it's like, you know, do I see myself long-term with you? No. Break up.
So think back to the guy that you were the most serious with, except for you because you're married, so I don't want to wreck that. But let's say this guy like changed and you believed it, kind of thing. Would you give him a second shot or not? When he's out, is he out? Or is it kind of like, you know what, like you cheated on me twice, but like maybe he like
Okay.
is like a minister or something, like
It's
you
about the
really believed
energy.
it. Would you like be like, you know what, let's do round 2?
You know, I've always been a really trusting person, even when things have gone wrong. But I think a big thing that I'm working on is believing actions over words.
Mm.
So
What about
yeah.
you, Em?
No, I agree. Yeah.
Agree with what? Say your own version of the same story.
What's the question again?
Your ex really changed. So think back to your most significant ex.
My ex will never change. But on a ballpoint perspective, like if you're genuine and it's actually true, then I will take you back. But if you're not and it's just a game and I can see that from the past patterns, then I'm not even going to answer your message.
Okay. So keeping in contact after like a period, like you said, like you got to do the clean break that you're having a tough time with right now. But let's say a couple years, you get like a Facebook request or an Instagram request. Do you keep in touch? Like, do you like creep on your exes, or are you kind of like, get away from me?
If I got a request, I always answer for the plot because I think it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it just depends. Are they actually leveling up or are they actually
Yeah.
genuine or not?
Okay, cool. Okay, red flag on social media. What's the biggest red flag on social media?
Beautiful modeling pictures of a man.
Yeah.
That's the red.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok dancer.
Hot, sexy body like that. Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
sure, you're cute, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
I'm not doing it. Why are you?
Yeah. Trying to go for likes and comments and like be popular guy between the girls.
Like
This is-
thirst traps? Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
like this is the worst version of the man.
No, because men hate on women so much for doing thirst traps. And then they'll go out and do that and be like, oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So just like, you know.
What about you?
That's it. She's
That's my fault.
She made a statement, ladies and gentlemen.
this is the end of the conversation. she said what she wanted.
Biggest red flag right now would definitely when I see a man on TikTok, because
On
initially,
TikTok? I
Yeah.
love TikTok.
I mean, I guess it depends on the content. Sorry, let me
Uh-huh.
rephrase that. It depends on the content. But if I see a man my age or older doing a TikTok dance,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
no, that's an ick.
That's cute.
It's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog. No.
Okay, so green flags then.
Ooh.
You didn't do a red flag, but do you want to
I
do a red
did.
flag?
I
What
said
was
the
it?
ab. Like the
Oh, the
first-
abs.
I
You were-
agree.
That was you. Okay.
That was
yeah.
both of us. That's how
Yeah.
bad it is.
So what's the biggest green flag then? Like what's the thing you see on when you're scrolling social media, and what's the thing you want to see? Where you're just like, oh, this guy.
I think when a man has a social media dedicated to maybe his career or something that he's really passionate
Nothing
about. Yeah, well, just anything that he's passionate about, whether that's, it could be
Sport.
so many things, sports, his beliefs,
Hobby.
his work, whatever it is, I find that a green flag when it's not just, you know, a way for him to flirt on social media.
Would you
think that's
actually
great.
look at somebody's profile though, if it's just a bunch of like work pictures?
I mean, yeah,
Would you?
if I'm
Yeah.
interested in them, sure. Yeah, I'm definitely, I support the person that I'm with and what they're putting out there. And social media is like, you know, as you guys know, is a great way to put yourself out there. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
What do you think about somebody that doesn't have social media?
I mean,
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my husband
think
has
that's-
no
Think of
social
Jeremy
media
over here.
whatsoever.
a
You're
couple
you're
friends that
too
don't do it.
busy doing things to be on social media.
Yeah.
I totally
This
would
is
love
mature
that.
person.
Mature person.
Yeah.
My husband has no
Has
social
no
media.
social.
So
I used to have
I'm
no
like,
social
I don't
media
know.
until 2 years ago. Okay, would you ever date somebody that your family openly dislikes?
I have, yes.
Out of spite.
What, Les?
I'm just kidding. No.
Ashley,
I also have.
you have?
That was my high school thing, though. So
Mhm.
it means their opinions mean more to me now than they did in high
Yeah.
school, obviously. So if my family really didn't like someone, I think I'd have to take a good look at why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what was your guys? Why'd your family hate this dude so much?
They just kind of had an off vibe with him, so they didn't really like him too much of that. And also, this was also like a high school relationship, like
Oh,
19
okay.
years old. But
Yeah.
he was in the military, and my uncle just wasn't fond of that
He's
whole
like,
type
no.
of thing. They were like, no,
Yeah.
he's just like off-putting vibes.
How
Like
about
nothing
you
against the
guys?
guy; he was great. The relationship was great. It's just two different people.
Mhm.
I would agree with Ashley that I would at least, if all of my family members dislike him, I mean, I will at least evaluate and be like, okay, well, what am I missing here? And of course I'll make my decision. I'll put on my critical thinking hat and decide whether I want to continue with this relationship or not. And maybe I'll talk to my family. Like, what do you mean? Like, what is it? Like, I'll try to kind of get them to talk about it, just because I don't fully maybe see what they're seeing.
I feel like you're gonna be like, I don't give a shit.
It's not that I don't give a shit. I do care, but I know so much what I want, that I would just care about my own opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're close to 10 o'clock. I don't even know what I'm going to call this podcast. So I don't even know how to do a proper
Let's say
egg,
it all together.
eggs roll. What?
ChatGPT will tell you.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Sum
It
it up,
probably
give
will
me
for
a-
sure. I'll be like, give
Yeah,
me
you could
10
literally
best
put
names.
a transcript
the-
in there and be
Yeah.
like, just come up with a title.
Come up
for
with the
this.
best, catchiest
Generation
title.
of 21st century. Ask ChatGPT.
Yeah. Kyle, do you want to do some Calgary creative stuff real quick or not? Should we do an ad for tomorrow or anything, do you think? What do you think we should say?
Me.
Oh, me. Yes, sorry.
What's going on tomorrow? First, before I
First, you raised the hand, and then you said me, and then what's going on? I'll be there
It's
tomorrow.
a
What's going on?
time for Prince thing. You've been to one of those, haven't you?
yeah, I've been to the first one.
What is
okay,
it?
I'll come tomorrow.
Time for Prince. So there's going to be some photographers here, and they'll have. How many photographers do we have coming? Yeah, so we have quite a few photographers coming. I don't think we're going to have a ton of backdrops. Probably, I'm guessing 3 or 4, but hopefully we have some good photographers that can like help you like get good pictures and
Should do it, Ashley.
all that kind of
My
stuff.
social
So.
media presence
Should do it.
needs to be elevated.
The stuff you
haven't done
posted
anything like that
not too long ago, I thought
So
was
you
pretty
should go
good.
for it.
Yeah, you've been posting some
Yes.
good stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
if you guys are
And
all
we
going,
want to see you one more
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, if you guys are all going, then
Okay.
I got therapy though at 4. So like, am I gonna
It's
come
at
with
7.
after? It's at 7.
You're good.
I'm coming
Come.
after work, so
Just
I
in
will-
time.
You can teach us after. Teach
Yeah.
us what you learned.
Tell about the photo shoot, and everyone says, "Come through. It's gonna be a sick time."
Okay.
Sick time.
And you
There
raise
will
the
be a
hand.
lot of people though, so just be aware there'll be like 30 plus people here, but I'll still try and make you feel as welcome as I can.
I'm 30 plus.
Okay, tomorrow we're doing a photo shoot, Time for Prince. For anybody who wants to come by the Velvet House tomorrow, we're going to have 4 to 6 photographers here, multiple different backdrops. So come on through if you want to get some really killer pictures for your Instagram or any of your social medias. I think we'll have some pretty awesome photographers.
Woo.
Yee. Fuck, that was so low energy at the end there. Good.
Bravo.
Good.
Perfect. Cut it though.